Yesterday we talked about cheating, right? And there's that. But today we're going to talk about open relationships. So if you haven't seen the video, I talked about tired of getting cheated on, tired of being single. Make sure I'm sure they're going to pop up at some point up here. Then we're going to talk about open relationships because I said in that video, I said, look, if you're going to get back with somebody who's been cheating on you, then maybe, it's time to redefine the relationship. Because consistently in the comments, right? Consistently in the comments, you guys are always like, once a cheater, always a cheater. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Somebody can't cheat on you if you're in an open relationship, though, right? Right? Can't happen. So, we're in 2021. Things are flexible, right? We're out here, we dipping and doing it. We out here dipping and doing it. And some people argue, my more seasoned individuals argue, well, that's probably the problem in the first place with you guys dating, right? And there's that argument. There's that point. But let's talk about this. Let's continue on from this cheating conversation. So, cheating, right? Person cheated. Maybe we're saying this is the best case scenario, right? We're putting out best case scenario. A person cheated, came to you and was like, I made a mistake. It's never happening again. You decide, okay, all right, it'll never happen again, right? And you decide, okay, because it's never happening again, at the same time, I don't want to be stupid, right? So maybe we should have an open relationship. And you do your thing, I do my thing, and then we do our thing together, right? That's one concept of open. So open relationships to me is not swinging, right? Because that's a whole different video right there. We're not talking about swinging. Swingers are people, well, and if you don't know, you should Google. Open relationship is a honest communication between two partners. And between these two partners, they say that certain things are acceptable within their relationship and within that realm of the relationship. So there have been people I personally know who have been in open relationships and ended up getting married, and it turned out perfectly fine. Like, there are people who were in open relationships in the dating phase, right? And then they did that and allowed themselves to have the freedom to do what it is you need to do and figure out what you want to like and what you don't want to like. And then they got married, and then there's that. They weren't in an open relationship in their marriage. Then there's people who were in an open relationship dating and then in an open marriage. So let's talk about both. Here's my opinion. You guys tell me yours in the comments below. Oh, by the way, before we get too into it, you gotta join Scribe Squad members only. It's been going up. It's the way you get my personal, and I really mean this, my personal cell phone number, so you can text me, call me whenever. You get my personal number. As soon as you sign up, you're able to access that, right? In addition to that, I post 2 exclusive reactions daily on there, daily vlogs on there, and you automatically get a 15-minute one-on-one Zoom call that you can schedule personally with me. We're doing Zoom meetups, giveaways, whole bunch of other fun stuff. But tap into that because YouTube stopped showing my reactions to you all. I can't even help that. That's out of my control. Back to this open relationship, right? And mind you, it's the only link in the bio below, or it'll pop up here at some point. Open relationship in the dating phase. Here's my opinion. Comment. Let me know your opinion as you're watching this, right? Open relationship in the dating phase. I think there's a possibility in today's time that it can work if two people are actively communicating and being honest. And I've seen it work. That's why I think it can work, because I've seen it work. And to be honest, I feel like if you're in your early 20s, so mind you, I'm in my technically, mid-20s, because I'm 26. I'm in my mid-20s, so I'm and I'm not the average 26-year-old female. And that's not beating my own horn, that's just facts, right? What I have going on is not the average 26-year-old female stuff. If you're in your early 20s, this might actually be, a route that you could take. Let's say if you're in a phase where you're not really sure about what your career is going to be, where maybe you're in college, maybe you just want to date people. There's somebody you like, right? But you want to be honest with that person. This is guy or female. You want to be honest with that person and be like, I still want to have my options open. I don't want to all the way lock myself down in a relationship. I want to date you. I want to get to know you. As feelings develop, it can lead to something else that's deeper. And then we can talk about it. Once we get to that phase where I feel like, I don't want to date anybody else. I want us to be monogamous because I feel like we're on track, getting ready to be married. Like, boom, cool. Right? That could work. And that's in a perfect scenario where both people are being honest. And some people are like, okay, some people are open relationships. And then remind you, what are your boundaries? Ask yourself, what are your boundaries in an open relationship? I'm be honest, if everybody's sleeping with everybody, bro, I don't think that's going to work. Somebody's feelings is going to get jacked up along the way. Otherwise, y'all don't really care. You might as well just not be in a relationship. You might as well just be saying, I'm out here dipping and doing it, right? Can't be doing all that. You cannot be doing all that. But maybe the open relationship is this. Me and you, we do the do, right? We do the do. You're allowed to go on dates outside of this relationship. You're allowed to get to know other females outside of this relationship. And if there's a situation where a line is crossed and you do the do with somebody else, I need to be informed of that, right? I need to be informed of maybe you catching feelings and emotional aspect of that outside of this relationship. And make sure that you wrapping it up and you get tested with other people outside the relationship, right? There's a possibility that if you're young, right? And I'm not just saying open relationships are just for young people. I'm not being naive. They could be for all ages of people. I just think that what is more feasible, what makes more sense, is probably in your younger years to experience something like that. That could work. Now, what can't work is if, like, here's the problem with our generation. There's so many variables when it comes to dating, right? Is it not so many variables? Is there not so many rules, right? Is there not so many rules? Me personally, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm keeping it all the way 100 with you guys. What I'm about to say next is completely hypocritical. Like, just completely. I'm open to a half-open relationship. A half-open relationship. A relationship where I'm able to date other people. I'm able to explore my options. But if I like you and I got feelings for you, you can't be doing all that. So therefore, I'm not open to a fully open relationship. I'm open to a half-open relationship because it's selfish. It's 100% selfish. It's butt backwards and it's not fair. But I'm admitting it, right? You can't be too mad if I'm admitting that. So I don't know. I don't know that would go that route. Now, for me, being married and being in an open relationship, that kind of defeats the purpose, right? Isn't the whole point of being married to somebody, at least in traditional terms, is for monogamy, right? Like, it's one thing to be dating and not really know what it is that you're doing and figuring out what it is that you're doing, or to be dating and making mistakes. I feel like dating is supposed to be the drum roll to marriage, right? And when you get to marriage, that doesn't mean it ends, but it's a new chapter, right? We're supposed to be committed. We supposed to got out a good chunk of them kinks. Should have been got out by the time we said I do, big dog. By the time we said I do, a good chunk of it should have came out, right? Maybe that's just me. And so I'll be honest and say, I don't think I'm going to have an open marriage. I just won't marry you if that's the case. Like, if we're still in an open relationship, if we're still in the point where it's either, I don't know if you could commit to me. Like, I don't know if you're actually going to be monogamous with me. Like, I don't know. I don't for sure trust you on that level. Like, then nah, I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not going to marry you. That's what I said. Like, at a dating point, and I also think open relationships can work for any age if there should be a timestamp on it. Like, it should be a timestamp of like, okay, this is what we're gonna do for this phase of our relationship. We talked about if you were cheating, right? And then it's like, ooh, excuse me, that was a good one. I just keep rolling. Anyway, it's like, you're in this open relationship, right? and maybe there was cheating involved, and then it's like, okay, well, we're gonna change the dynamics of the relationship, boo boo. You're gonna have to prove to me that you can be monogamous, and I'm gonna be out here doing my thing. I'm gonna be doing my thing because you messed up. I didn't mess up. You messed up, and so now you gotta compete with some other people. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like really a competition because I really like you, but at the same time, it's like, look, big dog, you gotta prove to me that you're worth my time, and that you're going to be the person I need you, okay, or the man that I want you to be, not need you to be, want you to be in my life. Like, step it up. You step it up over here. I'm going to give you some time while you over there. We going to be good. We going to woo, 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 woo. We going to be good. But at the same time, I'm not about to slow down my life because you decided to mess up. Like, that's out. That's 100% out. No. And then you have a time step on that. And you give that person a certain amount of time to prove what it is that they need to prove. And if they don't, deuces, bye. Right? Or an open relationship could be, in my head, and this is my head, I'm not no specialist, right? But in my head, an open relationship should be, like you meet somebody, right? Meet somebody and you guys like each other, y'all dating. You know what I'm saying? You're dating. I feel like the whole point of dating is to date multiple people. So that you figure, we're not talking about relationship, we're talking about dating. You guys meet, y'all dating, right? You've been dating maybe like 3 months, but you only see each other like once a week or something like that. Not enough to where you're spending a significant amount of time with that person or whatever. Y'all dating, y'all like each other, you catching little feelings here, it's growing, it's getting a little emotional, right? You know, but at the same time, I want you to be sure about when it's time for you to get in a relationship with me. I want you to be all the way tapped in. You know exactly what it is that you're signing up for. Like 100%, big dog. No excuses, none of that. None of that. You know exactly what you're signed up for. Right? I want you to be all the way tapped in like that. So, date other females. Go ahead. I'm not worried about it. Why am I not worried about it? Because I'm 100% confident in who I am as a person. I know what it is that I bring to a relationship. And I know you're not going to find another me. You're not. You're not going to find another me. And I'm 100% okay with that, right? And so therefore, if you don't want me, that is not a reflection of me. That's just a reflection of either how you feel about yourself, or it's a reflection about what it is that you want in your life and what it is that works for you in your life. Because I'm not for everybody. I don't claim to be for everybody. Now, I know I look good, right? There's that. But that doesn't mean that what it is that I bring to a relationship, the dynamics of my personality and all that things is going to mesh well with everybody, because I'm a certain type of chick, right? And I know that for a fact. So therefore, I don't care if at a certain stage, not the whole stage, but at a certain stage, you're dating other people, you're exploring your options, because I'm doing the same. We're all over here calculating, boop, 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 does this person check this. How do I feel about this. We're all over here calculating, figuring out, are you the one for me? That's the whole point of dating. Now, when we come to the terms that we're in a monogamous relationship, we got to be in that monogamous relationship. We're no longer open, big dog. We're monogamous. Boom, right? Boom. So there's that. Right? But let's talk about these open marriages, because this is a video about open relationships. Like, you know, open relationships. We're talking about it. We're having a great conversation right now. You're looking at me. I'm looking at you. We're talking about it. We're eye to eye right now. Eye to freaking eye. So the biggest one that, at least, I mean, they admitted it, but they didn't admit it, was Will and Jada, right? Will and Jada. For years, it was rumored that they were in an open relationship in their marriage, right? For years and years and years and years and years, people was talking about they was doing this and that and that. And then we had the whole entanglement. For my seasoned individuals who don't know, it was a what you call a scandal with August Alsina and Jada Pinkett. Get to Googling if you don't know, so you can be caught up to speed, right? They had a red table talk between Will and Jada, and they was addressing it. And long story short, what they said about their relationship and their marriage is that they are life partners. So they described it. These are not my words. They described it as there is nothing that the other person can do to break up their marriage. So it don't matter if such and such go over here and got a little girlfriend for a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and that make me feel some type of way, and such go over here, got a little boyfriend for a little bit, and that make me feel some type of way, they still gonna stay with each other forever. There's nothing that it is that that partner could do that can't be forgiven and that they can't come back from. Because Will said he had a marriage and he hated the fact that they got divorced and it didn't work for whatever reason, right? There's nothing that Jada could do. There's nothing that Will could do. They are life partners. Now, there is something really freaking dope about that. I'm not even gonna lie. That's a level of unconditional love that I think most people are not even capable of. Right? And so if that is the definition of an open marriage, then maybe, right? On the surface level, that sounds real good. Now for me, if you gonna have a whole nother girlfriend, it's gonna be Angela Bassett and I'm gonna be burning some clothes in cars. And I don't know if we're gonna be together after that, if we're in a marriage, right? If we're in a marriage, I don't know. Like, I'll be honest and say, I don't know that I'm there with it. I don't like to share. I really don't. I grew up in the suburbs. I've always had my own room and my own bathroom. And I don't like to share. So why am I going to share my man? That is out. There is a difference between made a mistake, maybe cheated, and I'm not even here for that, right? Maybe... Then, bro, we going months and we in different relationships, but we still in a relationship. That is mind-boggling. But I clap to a certain extent for that level of unconditional love. Because I can be honest and say, I don't think I love somebody that much. I really don't. I don't think I got that. I don't think I got that, big dog. I don't know. I've been in love, but I really don't know if I got that one right there, big dog. That's some next level stuff. I guess I have to ask you all a question. Do you love your partner so much? It's unconditional. It doesn't matter. That person cheats, doesn't cheat. You're still going to be there. You guys are still going to be married regardless of what that person do. That person rob a bank. You right there with them. Now, you know what I mean? You committed a crime, but you going to visit them in jail. And you staying down the whole time. I ain't got that. I tell people all the time, I'm too cute for jail. That's not me. That's out. I'm not doing it. And don't do no crimes around me because I'm telling straight up. Because I'm not going. I am not going. If you decide you want to go rob a bank... You decide you wanted to go rob a bank. That ain't got nothing to do with me, big dog. That has nothing to do with me. And why on earth should I have to suffer because of your dumb decision? That's out. That's all the way out. How do we get on this? Back to open relationships. Back to open relationships. And we're just talking about this and I'm just like, yo, I don't know. I guess my final conclusion is this. I'm not, and mind you, you know me, I'm not judgmental of anybody. If it works for you, it works for you. Do you, boo-boo. Do you by all means. But I don't know that would work for me. And if it did, I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Be sure to join that Scribe Squad members only. You will not be disappointed. And tune in tonight, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going live. We're going to have a party like we always do. That part. Love y'all. See you tomorrow.